Hey, watch fanatics, this is Ariel Soltura with WatchReport.com. Today I have something that is completely outside of the box for me, and I hope you guys will enjoy it. Now, Barrington is a UK-based watch winder company. Now, that's why I titled this piece "To Wind or Not to Wind." That is the question. After being on the forums for many years, a watch winder is like brakes to a car. Why? Nobody likes spending money on brakes. It's nothing that you can wear out, nothing that you can see, nothing that is an outward display of your passion for something. So, why brakes? Brakes are something that, again, are hidden, but they're very important. Everybody likes spending money on the rims, the tires, etc., that outward display. So, people don't like necessarily spending money on winders. They like actually spending money on the watches themselves. Now, the genius behind Barrington is that they didn't price themselves outside of the micro brand category. Why? Micro brand guys love knowing that they're getting a good bang for their buck, that they're priced right, and that they get a lot of quality in return. Now, again, they are a UK-based company, which I already mentioned, that provides high-quality automatic watch winders at affordable prices. And again, I think that was genius. So, about Barrington, how it arrived. Now, this box right here came very nicely packaged. It came in a white case. It definitely gave it a very high-dollar look and feel. This particular box, which we'll talk about the dimensions here in just a second, is very heavy. It feels very high quality from the start. So, as far as the dimensions on this, now you're going to have a case length of 9.5 inches. Display case width, 7.1 inches. Your display case height is going to be 10.3 inches. And a remote control, it's going to have one, and we're going to talk about that here in just a second, okay? Now, as far as the actual rotors, it's going to have your two programmable rotors. Now, it's going to have a spin of counterclockwise. It's going to have your clockwise spin or alternating counterclockwise and clockwise. Variable turns per day. Now, that's something that a lot of people have probably never even heard of. But if you have a movement, research that particular movement. If you have SOPROD or Swiss ETA 2824, whatever, you're going to want to research that, because the movement manufacturer is going to tell you how many turns per day and in which direction is optimal for that particular movement. So something that I would definitely research. So it's going to have your 650 turns per day. Let me go ahead and open this. Let's see here. Now, right now, as you notice, it's on 750. Now, again, we're going to get back to the remote, but I just wanted to toggle. It's going to have your 850. It's going to have your 750, which we talked about, 1950, 1,000. So it's going to give you a wide range of turns per day. So very, very cool. So go ahead and research that. But this particular model gives you a wide range. Now, LED strip, as you notice, it's up here. That's one of the things that I found very interesting. It gives it a very display type case, not only something that is practical, but something that is fun, that is modern, and that you're going to be able to show off as an actual piece of furniture throughout your house. Now, the strip, as you notice, does go the entire width of the box. LED strip lighting, the digital display. Let me go ahead and turn it on there. It's going to have your white on blue, so very, very legible. Now, in this particular day and age, we love everything to be very responsive to us. Why? Because our iPhones, our Samsungs, etc., are very, very responsive. So one of the things that I love about it is it's all touch screen. Everything is just so easy, as you noticed right there. I apologize. This is the only angle that I can actually get the watch winder, and so I don't mean to block anything. I'm doing the best that I can on that. But hopefully you can see the functionality, how extremely easy it is to use. Speaking of ease, it's going to come with this particular instruction manual. Nothing that is very high tech, But one of the things that I love about it is it's kind of like the iPhone, right? The iPhone was popular because it didn't actually need to come with instructions. It was just so easy to use that people kind of figured it out. Well, it's the same thing with this. The first button that you have here is going to give you your turns per day. So it's going to let me toggle through all the turns per day. Let me see if I can. There it is. The second one, it's going to let me choose which direction I want that particular watch to wind in. The next one is going to let me toggle between the first rotor or the second rotor, which is the one that it's on right now. The other one is going to, if you notice, it looks like a little stop sign back in the old recorder days. So the stop sign is going to start and stop the actual rotor. And this lets you manually turn on and off the light. Now, it does have a feature in the back. It's got some buttons that allow you to set. If you open the door, the light manually comes on and things like that. So, again, very, very neat, very, very useful, and very interactive. And all that you saw, I was able to do with this nifty remote that comes with the package. So I'll tell you where to store that here in just a second. So as far as the actual rotors, the pods, one of the things that I love about it is that it holds your watch very, very securely. Here's my Doxa. It's a very heavy watch, stainless steel bracelet. I've got a 7.5-inch wrist. As you notice, the pillow, which I call a very kind of fancy stress ball. If you guys have had your stress balls, that's kind of what it feels like. It's got kind of a faux leather finish on it. But again, I don't really care what it's made of as long as it holds my watch securely. As you notice, I'm shaking it. It's holding my watch very securely. Inside, you're going to have 1, 2, 3, and 4. You can say kind of dividers, if you will. What that does is it just lets you insert your watch. If you notice how easily it goes in, it's very deep, so it's going to hold your watch head as it spins without moving. So that way it's not going plonk, plonk, plonk every time. So I do like that a lot. It's actually a really deep hole, so it's going to let you stick your watch in. Again, I have a 7.5-inch wrist. If you have even a smaller wrist, it's going to work, I think, even better. One of the reasons that I brought in the Aqua Dive here is because to show you that a stainless steel band, you're also able to use some thick band like this one, like this ISO frame. Again, as you notice, it holds my watch in very secure. I'm just grabbing it with the pillow, so it's definitely something that's going to hold your watch in securely. Let me stop that. You shouldn't actually. Go back to number 1. Stop. You should never actually take in and out your watch while it's actually rotating. It's not recommended. So again, you push it in. Looks really, really nice, secure. Let's get them going. So remember this little start and stop button here. I'm gonna let you select that one. So now they're both moving. I've got my door closed. One of the things that you notice is that the actual watch head, the bezel, is far away from the actual glass. So it'll actually take much taller watches. I like that. I do have some bigger ones in my collection, and you're not going to get any type of scratching on the actual glass, and you're not going to get any type of scratching on your watch, which is ultimately what we don't want. We don't want any wabi that we didn't intend to put on there. So very cool. Again, one of the things that I did find about Barrington is that they are being progressive. One of the new things that they tried and were obviously successful in is they wanted to give it a more modern look to the actual box. So what they did from last year, look at my pictures, you'll see that I have the updated ones. The internet, as of the time that I'm doing this review, still has kind of the more outdated versions of their box. It used to be a complete square, so what they did is they shaved down the corners to make them appear less angular. The drawer, okay, we'll talk about the drawer here in just a second, but the drawer no longer has a little knob here. What it has is obviously a drawer pull. It's going to have your carbon fiber effect here. It's going to have your carbon fiber effect inside of the drawer. It's going to have your carbon fiber effect inside of the actual where the rotors are at. So really nice. The backboard, the inside, the drawer, all had that carbon fiber effect finish, which we talked about. And then the Barrington logo was actually moved to the center. It looks really nice, crisp. So very nice. As far as the drawer is going to allow you to have two actual watches at rest. So when you're not wanting to keep them wound for whatever reason, you just simply put them in here. If you're not using two watches, you can maybe store a couple of rubber straps. You can do a couple of leather straps or whatnot. And in this particular area right here that I'm pointing to, that is where you can do some watch tools for us that we love doing strap changes, right? And another thing that I found useful, right, is the nifty remote that we talked about. Well, it's got a place for you to store it, and voila. So overall, guys, this is an awesome unit. Price on this is $530. It depends on the exchange rate, but you guys are going to love it. Make sure that if you are from the U.S. And other countries that use our type of plug as far as electricity, that you guys request that whenever you are emailing or purchasing this particular watch finder. It's going to come with the British 3 plug, and it's obviously something that we ourselves can't use. So definitely make sure that you do that. As far as anything else that I want to discuss, an awesome watch winder, guys. Again, remember, it started off to wind or not to wind. I say to wind, especially when it's this affordable. You guys are definitely going to get a kick out of it. I love the LED lighting that, as you guys still see, that is on. I love being able to manipulate that. Using that remote from halfway across the room, it kind of sets a nice little ambiance. You know, us watch geeks, we love little things that just kind of remind us of our passion. And having this particular Barrington Double Watch Winder off in the corner could definitely be a staple in your living room as even furniture. So again, guys, I hope that you've enjoyed this review. There's a lot more detail in the actual written review. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, leave them here, and I'll do the best that I can to answer them. Or you can always go to Barrington's website, and they'll be more than happy to answer your questions as well. So again, this is Ariel Soltura signing off.